Hello, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. In the last part, played through Chapter 7, which despite being the last chapter that's saved on my other save file, actually wasn't the last part of this game I played back in the day before I stopped playing it. So I guess at some point I started using save states only for the rest of my playthrough back then. So I don't know, who knows how much longer I'll play through this and it not be completely blind. But yeah, I finished Chapter 5, and then the cutscene started and immediately brought me to Chapter 6, and we're here. Orson's about to give us our sudden but inevitable betrayal. And this was about to happen. This way, Princess Erica. Prince Ephraim is being kept in a cell back here.
Very well, let's go.
Sir Orson, how long ago were you taken prisoner? Some 2 weeks past, Prince Ephraim and I were forced to surrender. We've been held captive here in this dungeon since that black day. Did you gain any news from your captors during that time? Unfortunately, no, not a word. Our daily meal was brought to us by servants from the neighboring village. They were instructed not to speak to us, and we heard nothing of the war. Tell me, Seth, how fares Renee? Renee has fallen, King Fado. The king is dead. Dead, my king. My apologies, Princess Erica, I have served you poorly.
You're not to blame, Sir Orson. We must look to the future, not find fault in the past. Fault in our stars. The Grotto army pursues me in hopes of acquiring my bracelet. My brother wears his bracelet's twin, and he is in danger too.
Bracelet. Oh, I remember Prince Ephraim still wears the bracelet, and Grotto is after them. If that's the case, Princess. You know, I don't exactly wear bracelets very often. I assume it's a very tight bracelet, because you're like swinging weapons around everywhere. I feel like if it's not like really, really tight, it would just kind of fall off in the middle of combat. Perhaps you should entrust the bracelets to someone else.
Perhaps, but...
Give them to me or to Seth. Let someone you trust guard them. If the Empire decides your bracelets, you are in danger as long as you hold it. For your own safety, your highness, please, what say you? You must not allow the sacred stone of Renee to be taken.
Everything you say is true and sensible, yet...
Sir Orson, I am sorry for this, but please give me your weapons.
Seth?
What are you talking about, Seth? Can't you see I'm unarmed? Do you think they allow prisoners weapons? What kind of injury have you taken that you suggest such foolishness? If I am mistaken, then I will give you all due apologies. However, there are questions I have that I cannot answer. Too many questions. Why did no enemy reinforcements come from the castle during our battle outside? Why would you escape your cell and yet leave Prince Ephraim in chains? How do you know of the tie between the bracelets and the sacred stone? Seth, there's some misunderstanding here, And why? Why do you conceal a blade within your doublet?
What?
Very well. You haven't changed a bit, Seth. If only Erica had been alone, you, however, simply will not be deceived.
Orson, what is the...
Orson, why did you betray Renee? My fondest wish will be granted, to spend the rest of my days in the embrace of my loving wife once more.
What are you saying?
That's enough. You've done well, Orson. I'll take over. Now, you may return to your beloved wife. I am ready now. Who are you? We've never met. I am Tirado. Loyal and talented aide to Voltar, General of the Grotto Army. You're that monster's... and you're General Seth, Renee, yes. I thought to catch a little bird in my net, and it seems instead I've snared a hawk.
Where is my brother?
Ah, yes, your brother. He's not here. The coward fled Lord Voltar's pursuits. Somehow he escaped the castle. And escaping under these conditions, such stubbornness is quite annoying. It was my cunning that led us to turn this unfortunate blunder to our advantage. I spread the rumors myself. I led the villagers to believe he was our prisoner. What better trap with which to catch his sweet, devoted sister?
My brother escaped?
Yes, but your no doubt emotional reunion will have to wait until the afterlife. Let's end this, shall we? First, to destroy the bridge and cut off your only avenue of escape. Does Fire Emblem have like an actual explained afterlife system? I don't think it does, because it has so many different gods in different games who may or may not be related to the afterlife of this world. I don't know. It may even work differently depending on worlds, because some Fire, like a few Fire Emblem games take place in the same, like world, quote unquote, but a lot of them don't. And then at some point they introduced the concept of like Dragon Realms, where you literally basically just cross dimensions to go to the different games. It's really weird. Also, just arms. Kill the princess. Take her bracelet. Princess Erica, we have to get away from this place. Why did only the two of us come here? Like, we couldn't have brought more people with us?
But how? The bridge is gone.
Lost.
Oh, brother, I'm so sorry.
Oh, never mind. We can bring everyone. So we're not trapped at all. Really, I mean, this is just another army versus an army. There's not really much of a trap going on if you let everyone come with us. Why am I allowed to take less people? Man, this is an annoying thing in Fire Emblem sometimes, where you go to a map and it's just like, yep, you can use less people now. Why are we just reusing maps now, huh? We went to this map earlier, and we're doing it again. Why does this look so long? I don't want to do all this, man. I really wish you would have given me a... That's 20 heals. 11 heals. Can't be... Gotta be somewhat stingy on that. Need to buy more heals, and the game wouldn't let me do anything. Alright. Garcia's level 7. He's actually lower level than Ross, so I'm just gonna bring him instead. Alright. This should be good. Maybe. Hopefully. Alright, it's a trap! Let's fight this map. Alright, so where all do I have to go here? There's this entire area over here filled with enemies. There's a bunch of chests that I should probably go after. Yeah, how should I do this? Because obviously I want these chests over here. So I'm gonna have to go all the way over there. That's gonna take a while. But there's also like stuff to the right over here. Actually, that's a door. That's not a door. I think I'll just take everyone to the left and not even bother going to the right here. Of course I need to take care of the enemies over here first. Alright, so... The fact that you put an archer there is very annoying. Wish you didn't do that. Alright. Can anyone even reach that archer to kill them at this point? I hope they can. God damn it, Loot. I needed you to reach, and then you just didn't. Alright, so Colm's in a bit of a situation here. But it's fine. Surely he'll be fine, right? Surely something really fucking stupid wouldn't happen. It's insane to think something really fucking stupid would happen. That's an alright level up, Garcia. Strength and defense, those are the core tenets of success or something. I'm gonna throw some fire in this guy and he will burn. Yeah, one thing I've noticed about this game so far is despite this game also being a GBA game, the file size for these videos seems to be bigger than Puppet Play was. Because like the last video was like 40 minutes long and it was like over a gigabyte, and quite a few videos have been over a gigabyte. Like most of them, maybe even all of them. And when I play the Pokemon, normally even like the 40-minute episodes would be like less than a gigabyte. But yeah, despite this being a GBA game, it seems to take up more space video-wise. I guess that's just because there's more fucking pixels on the screen, more stuff going on than a Pokemon game. I don't know. I do know Colm better not fucking die right now. Alright, good. Even better, he actually healed something. Ooh, pretty good. You're gonna snipe Erica from over there, are you? Oh no. Oh, they're very slowly... Oh, Ephraim. Erica. Prince Ephraim, I hear sounds from the East Corridor. Sounds like fighting. You think it would be General Seth and Princess Erica? We have two goals here, men. Save Erica and vanquish the enemy. Kyle, forward, are you ready? Yes, Your Highness. As always. Lord Ephraim, we should join forces with Princess Erica first. We should be able to reach them by way of the Eastern Corridor. Come now, Kyle. That seems like a lot of trouble when we could just crush Gardo between us. A lot of trouble? Forward, you're as insolent as you are careless. If anything were to happen to Princess Erica, we Knights of Renee would... Fine, fine, I see where you stand. Calm down before you boil over. Prince Ephraim, we'll decide. How shall we proceed, Your Highness? We await your command, Prince Ephraim. Both of you, follow me. Yeah, the Lord is the one giving the... telling everyone where to go. Yeah, we can just... continue this way. I know this guy gave me a key, or I know this guy's about to give me a key, but it doesn't really matter. Level 7. And just lightning this guy. But yeah, second video I'm recording today. It's gonna be the last one I record today for this game. Then I'll maybe try to play at least one GM game. Maybe random will actually give me a number from the most recent jam. You know the most recent jam? I added the game from that on July 1st. It's now August 7th. And random is still not giving me a single game from that jam. Will it ever? Who knows? Alright, loot. Kill this guy. That is an alright level up loot. Now go ahead and put Erica, sure, whatever. You know what? No. Have other characters bait this guy out. Slowly making our way this way. Right, there's these guys. Right, what are your levels like? 7, 8, 8. Alright, Ephraim. Where's the range of this stupid archer? The entire thing. Alright, so, whatever. Just gonna assume you'll be fine. Probably be fine. Alright, here we go! You really hit that coin flip, didn't you? Do-do-do-do. That was an alright level up, because at least you leveled up defense. Man, I gave Ephraim that javelin, even though it was about to break, because I was expecting you to attack him, and then be able to counterattack, but that's just not what happened. Man, I don't want this to take forever, so let's just have Eric kill this guy. But first, save the game. Yeah, I really don't have too much to talk about. The main thing I had to talk about last time was, you know, done with Deltarune covers. I need to start thinking about what I'm gonna play next, but it will probably, I'm gonna take at least couple days break from recording at all because I've done a lot of work on covers for the past 2 months. Just not think about it for a bit. And then I will think about it in a couple days. Then whatever I decide to do next will be at a much slower pace than how it has been. You on the range? Just put Kyle right here. Kyle, what is going on, Kyle? I don't know, my dude. Nobody knows what's going on anymore. 86. You missed an 86. Of course you did. Interesting how Ephraim has a dedicated special weapon, whereas Erica does not appear to. Nice 1 damage you did there, buddy. Maybe we're proud of that. Man, Kyle can actually double things. But then again, that was a basic soldier. They're like super low level grunts they give you so you can kill things, get kills easily. Alright. Ephraim, kill this guy. You can hit an 88. There you go. Hello, Ephraim. Erica, are you well?
Brother, is it really? You're alive! You're alive!
Well, of course I am. After we escaped Renfell, I thought I'd strike a blow against the Emperor himself. When I heard that you've been waylaid by the enemy, however, I turned back to find you. Looks like my timing was impeccable.
I'm so sorry. The irony is that I was trying to rescue you. All I did was interfere with your plans.
What are you talking about? You came to help me, didn't you? Your efforts alone are enough to inspire me. Come on, Erica, the enemy awaits.
Alright.
Alright. We now must slowly move everyone through the corridors. Eventually we will reach the end. Gilliam's probably not going to do much of anything because he's so far behind at this point. Eventually we will reach the end. The same player phase music has been playing through like the whole game. It's really something, isn't it? No, reinforcements. Whatever shall I do about the reinforcements? The reinforcements are here to reinforce the enemy's position, but they will just die instead. Good job. You did minimal damage to my Pegasus Knight. Makes you feel real proud about that one, don't ya? Yeah, pretty much nothing to talk about. Well, that's the downside about having so many recording opportunities, is that, you know, I run out of things to talk about. So eventually I'm just playing the game. It's not like there's a whole lot going on in my life to talk about. At least that would be appropriate to talk about in a video, you know. It's August 7th. My last semester is going to start in a couple weeks. And then after this semester I will be done. Figure out what to do with my life after that. Don't really know what to do there. Again, not the most appropriate thing to talk about while playing a video game. Flip forward right here, sure. Alright, we will slowly move the units forward. Yeah, really not a massive fan of these types of maps. These really enclosed corridors with small little entryways where you just gotta push your 15 units through like a bunch of ants. 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 Ant-Man. I didn't realize you were in range. I didn't realize this guy had a javelin. Alright, loot. Kill this guy. Pretty cool if you could. Pretty fast mage with lots of firepower you are. Yeah, this next semester is gonna be interesting, scheduling wise. Because basically, it has the same one really annoying scheduling quirk that last semester had, where for some reason Tuesdays and Thursdays they got a class that starts 8 o'clock in the goddamn morning. Which is gonna completely throw my entire sleep schedule for a loop, because it's like I can wake up at any time I want to, basically. Well, not any time I want to, but I can wake up decently late on any time of the day, except for those 2 days where I have to wake up at like before 7, and it's just gonna be so confusing. I'm gonna hate it. My brain. It's not gonna like it. Alright. Who can kill you here? Can you kill him? No, can Erica kill you? Just to get you out of the way? 12 times 2, no. An iron blade. It's too heavy, you can't double. Actually, can you? No, you definitely can't. Killing Edge? Let's try that. That did not do nearly as much damage as I thought it would. Yeah, get the crit, because there's actually a decent chance that guy would have killed you. Right, here's the thing. Now, I talked about this for like part 4, how it took Fire Emblem forever to finally implement a feature to where you like could tell if you were going to kill something without doing math. The ironic thing about that is that I didn't actually use that when I played through the newer games. I actually liked doing the math in my head. But now I'm recording videos and like I'm trying to talk and do stuff at the same time. So I'd ironically really enjoy the feature of the newer games where it just tells me if I'd get a kill or not, you know? Alright, save Natasha for Erica. Next, running out of men's staffs here. Is there any like level 7s? Yeah, Archer's level 7 actually. But I don't exactly want to put him on the front lines to defend against something now, do I? So I'll just put Kyle. Not Kyle. What will he ever do about Kyle Broflovski? Heal Erica now. The men's staff actually had 9 left. I didn't realize that. For some reason I thought it had 3. Why does Natasha level up so slowly despite having mend? I guess that was a late game or a later game feature, actually letting mend give the healers more XP. I don't know, this might just be an older game problem in general. Maybe your healers like level up a lot slower than they do in the newer games, I don't know. Yeah, I've talked about it before, but yeah, at this rate, I'm very unlikely to get like very many supports because of the way I'm playing, because I'm not really trying to. And the thing is about that is even when I played Awakening, and Awakening is a lot easier to get supports than in this game because you can use pair up and stuff. Although when I first played the game, I think I barely used pair up. But yeah, I like barely got any supports when I first played through Awakening because I didn't really understand the system or how it worked or anything. Have I talked about how I even got into Fire Emblem? I remember I was in middle school. It was my first year of it was my first year being in public school, where I'd previously been in a private Catholic school my entire life. So I made quite a few new friends that year, and one of the friends I made he liked Fire Emblem. Told me how cool the Fire Emblems was, so I decided to get Fire Emblem Awakening. Yeah, he was a much bigger fan of the series than I was, because he actually, like, played... I think he played the older games. He was at least aware of them, he talked about them. Yeah, Fire Emblem unique series is it's the only series I can really think of where, yeah, I got into it because a friend recommended it. Can't really think of any other series where that happened to. Most of the series I get into is just like I saw something on the internet or something. Or it was a game I played like as a child, so I was already familiar with the franchise, like Mario or Sonic or something. Yeah, with like Tuhu and stuff. That was just something I found on the internet, and I liked the music. FNAF was also something I found on the internet, but like that was actually before I moved to public school, so it was like the last year I was in private school. So I remember I had a friend who also knew about FNAF, and we talked about it a bit, but a long time ago. So it was back when, like, I'm trying to think, what was the time frame of this? It came out in 2014, right? So yeah, it was the last year, because I remember it was the 2015-2016 year when I moved to public school. It was also the year I got into Tuhu. And I remember this because this was back when 15 was the newest game. Let me save before something fucking stupid happens. Yeah. Long time ago. 2020 was 5 years ago. Hard to believe. Yeah, my life has been pretty similar for the past, like, 5 years. So I, like, moved in with my dad in, like, was it the tail end of 2019, or was it, like, the beginning of 2020? Fucking excuse me! Fucking Fire Emblem. Jackass with a longbow. Yeah. Alright, can you kill this guy? Appear to be able to. Mouse is on the screen. Yeah, I moved in with my dad, like, early 2020. And life has been pretty similar since then. I did, like, my last year of high school, and then I've been going through college. It's been pretty great. Hasn't exactly been different or exciting, but there's nothing I can complain about. Hopefully you can do something here. Yeah, I've been doing this, making YouTube videos for like almost 3 years now at this point. I think it was around like September of 3 years ago when I started. Now it's August. Might have been October. I remember it was like a couple months after. I'm remembering this because the Hina game had its like 3rd year anniversary a couple weeks ago or something. And I'm like pretty sure I started making videos on the same year I started playing that. Very slowly making my way through that. Through this small little hallways. Not a very exciting map this is it? Nope, just very slowly making my way through these hallways. Three years, it's a long time. Just move you out of the way. Right, I can't go into this water at all. I'm remembering that from the last time you did this map. It's a very strange design choice for this map, to just not allow you to go through this water, so I'm stuck in this hallway. It's great. I didn't realize that at first because I was moving around with Vanessa, who can go over the water because she can fly. Right, that's a weird thing about Fire Emblem. For some reason, with the exception of Fates, I'm pretty sure this is the only exception for this. Pegasus, you can only have female Pegasus Knights because Pegasi only like being ridden by women or something. I'm pretty sure the series tried to give an explanation to this at some point. Never really. Fuck you. Fuck off. Right. Again, thing I fucking despise about older Fire Emblem games is they give shit like longbows to random archers, and I was just supposed to check that. Because I'm just supposed to check every single fucking enemy, because that's fun. Manually checking every single goddamn enemy. That's not what I wanted you to fucking do, Gilbert! Just fucking save. Save? I want you to throw a javelin at that guy, but you know, whatever. I'm just gonna save here. Yeah, other than Fates. Which the ironic thing about Fates is I think the only, like, Pegasus Knight, like, by default without... Actually, no, there were two. I was about to say, I think by default without reclassing there's only one male Pegasus Knight in the game. There's actually two. I forgot about, Shigure. There was Tsubaki and Shigure. They were your male Pegasus Knights. But yeah, other than Fates, where for some reason in the universe that Fates takes place in, which I couldn't tell you because Fates' continent doesn't have a name, you only have female Pegasus Knights. Which a lot of the time doesn't even matter, because a lot of the time, like, you can just... males can just ride like wyvern riders instead. They can just ride dragons instead. That's what they do in Three Houses. You make everyone a wyvern rider. Because they were just the best class in that game. Oh no, that's been a mechanic in Fire Emblem for like... I think since like the beginning, basically. Is like gendered classes. Where certain gender can only be certain classes. And the balance of that in some games is better than it is in others. Wow. This is annoying. Why does this fucking wall have so much HP, huh? Does it really need that much HP? I don't think it does. Can you kill this guy before he kills you? I don't know how, like, I must have hit him through the wall or something earlier and forgot about it. Because I don't know how he only had 8 HP. That was a decent level up. I mean, you proc strength. That's like your most important stat right now. Yeah, normally speed is like the most important stat in Fire Emblem in general, unless you're dealing with like Armor Knights or something. But in some cases, like Vanessa here, she has such a high speed stat that she really just needs strength at this point. Alright, time for everyone's favorite game of wait for your thief to unlock all the chests. That's what's gonna happen here. And where do you think you're going, little jackass? Right, that's a door. Great. Alright. Just move forward here. See if Ford can do something. Right, there's a weight system in this game, right? Yeah, 10. Yeah, it doesn't tell you how your speed stat is affected when you switch a weapon. That's kind of annoying. Once again, just look on the other screen and then do the math in your head when you look at the other screen. How about we save this turn, by the way? Much as it turns out that I just put Vanessa in a spot where she's always gonna die or something. Somehow, despite there being no enemies over here. Enemies everywhere! Fucking love that line from Mass Effect 1. They just have, like, the generic enemy units. Or generic enemies just, like, give random, like, lines during combat. Where did this mage come from, huh? I didn't even know that guy was there. Just in the corner. And one of the lines they go is just, enemies everywhere! Which is funny because, you know, in Mass Effect, you only attack in squads of 3. So they say enemies everywhere when there's 3 of you attacking the enemy. There's a funny thing about Mass Effect is it's a gameplay feature that only 3 of you go, but it's one that, like, the game acknowledges but doesn't give a reason for. Because they'll be like, alright, Shepard, you gotta go to the mission, so you gotta pick, like, which 2 people's gonna go with you. But they never actually go, wait a minute, why are only 2 of us going? Wouldn't it be a lot more if this giant squad of people actually went? And then the funny thing about that is that there was the Citadel DLC, where they just straight up had everyone go with you. You can only control 2 people, of course, but like everyone went. But they were allowed to do that because the Citadel DLC was like supposed to be funny, so they just kind of had it as a meta joke. Kill this guy, Arthur! A crit? Yes, it is. I still don't know if lightning is holy magic or not. I think it is, because Luke couldn't pick it up earlier, right? You can kill this guy, right, Garcia? There you go! There you go. Man, these maps are certainly going on, but you know, we haven't quite reached the point where I need to cut the chapters into multiple parts. As long as they're like less than an hour and like, I don't know, 15 minutes or something. Garcia needs to be healed. Got a lance or something? No. Alright, so I can put loot here. Heal Garcia. Be nice if I got like a support just by accident, just from like healing people with stabs. I meant to heal loot, and I did not. Oops. Oh, the killer lance actually got a crit. Right, that's a feature in newer games. I think when you get a critical hit, I think it does ×3 damage. But I think there's some games where, specifically the killer weapons, which are designed to get crits more often, actually do ×4 damage instead of ×3. I'm not sure which games that applies to. Wow, there's still that many enemies over there. Elysium Whip. There are whips? What the hell does this thing do? Is this not a worthy matter of a winged mount? Oh. Oh, this game has, class-specific promotional items, doesn't it? It's not like in later games where you just have Master Seals, and Master Seals are the thing that levels up everything. In Keifu too, because that game was based on Awakening. Didn't feel like it sometimes, but it was. game based on Awakening would maybe have a few more of the conveniences that Awakening had, but nope. Yeah, at least had the Master Seal system. This game apparently doesn't have that. Apparently I'm gonna have to deal with trying to find specific promotional items. Which is probably gonna mean that, you know, I wasn't planning on using that many units anyway, but using a bunch of units in this game is probably pretty difficult if you only if you can only promote a few of them. Or who knows, maybe despite all the class-specific items, maybe you can freely buy them in a shop. I don't know, people talk about... Because, you know, I used to watch more Fire Emblem videos. I occasionally watch one every now and then. But from what I remember what people talked about, this is supposed to be an easier game. Like, when people talk about the easy Fire Emblem games, like, this is one of them. So I can only assume the reason for that is because it has a bunch of conveniences that most of these older games didn't have. Which sounds great to me, because, yeah. It's one of the reasons I picked normal mode, despite the fact that I'm save scumming the whole time. Is because, like, I assume a game that's considered this easy, if I played on easy mode, would be like a snooze fest. So I should at least play it on normal mode. You know, despite my cheesiness, I used to be halfway decent at some of these games. Beating Conquest on hard is like the hardest thing I've done in this series, because Conquest is a really fucking hard video game. So I beat Fate's Conquest on hard. I lost a shit ton of units, but I did it. But other than that, I also played Awakening on hard. The difficulty jump between Awakening on normal and Awakening on hard is like insane. I did that one time. I think I only did that one time, just to say that I did, and I never did it again, because Awakening's not a particularly fun game when it's hard, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, but other than that, we had 3 houses. Which, interesting thing about 3 houses, when that game came out, it only had like 2 difficulty modes, like hard and normal. But eventually it had maddening, which is just lunatic, but they called it maddening because they wanted it to be different, I guess. But yeah, I never played that because it sounded awful. But I think I played through 3 houses a lot. Like, I had a lot of playthroughs of 3 houses, and I think most of them were on hard. Because 3 houses is like really, really easy on normal mode. Right, that's the thing about this game too, is the fact they actually call it easy, normal, and hard. In like the newer games, it always has to be, it always has to start on normal, and then go to lunatic. Because Fire Emblem and Toho both call their highest difficulty lunatic for some reason. But yeah, I normally played 3 houses on hard mode, except for the playthroughs where I was just trying to, like, get all the supports. So I'm pretty sure I did that. I'm pretty sure I played through enough playthroughs to where I unlocked every single support in that game. So you have, like, the gallery where you can go and watch your supports. I'm pretty sure that I filled that up. And you know, it's nice, because probably one of the biggest, like, steps up in quality of, like, 3 houses compared to the older games, although technically this started in Shadows of Valentia, is they actually started voice acting support conversations. So rather than being something you just sit and read, you can actually just like sit back and watch like a conversation between 2 people. It's really nice. It's probably the main reason why I like 3 Houses cast so much, is because, you know, normally support conversations are the best part of getting to like characters in this series, and when they're like fully voice acted, you get to hear the inflections of the characters and stuff. That's pretty nice. Yeah, like I've said many times, I don't really watch anime, but I know that's apparently a thing, is that, you know, people like watching subtitles, and that's apparently a big thing nowadays. Apparently, just dubbed anime nowadays is not very good. I wouldn't really know much about that. And like, presumably that's the same problem in, like, dubbed Japanese games? I don't know, what I'm basically trying to say here is, I mean, I play Fire Emblem games dubbed, and I think they're fine. I think some of Fire Emblem Awakening's voice cast is pretty good. That reminds me of how I've watched all the Yakuza games, all the mainline Yakuza games. I watched all their cutscenes and I watched them all subbed because it'd be weird to stop watching them dubbed because most of them are only available subbed. So it'd be weird to just suddenly start watching the newer ones that were available as dubbed. So I watched them all subbed. But when I watched the Judgment games, I watched those dubbed because, like, it was convenient because I found a video of, like, all of Judgment and Lost Judgment's cutscenes, like, thrown together, but it was dubbed. So I watched Judgment dubbed, and the funny thing about that is that one of the characters in that game had Claude from Three Houses' voice actor, and he used the exact same voice. It's just very noticeable. That's probably why, I think that's probably an issue people have with dubbing, is just that maybe the voice actors don't change their voice enough, so when you hear them from someone else and you hear them in a different game, it just, like, throws you off. I don't know. 'Cause, you know, I don't... When I'm listening to a different language, like Japanese, it becomes very difficult for me to realize that I'm listening to the same voice actor, even if they're doing, like, the same voice. You'd have to be, like, Majima or something for me to immediately realize, yeah, this is the same voice actor, even though I can't understand a goddamn thing they're saying, you know? Alright! Making it to the end of this map, eventually! Gotta kill these armor knights. And then we gotta get Colm to the chest, and then we'll open the chest! And then I can finally kill this fucking general! It's gonna be great. It's gonna taste great. It's gonna taste great. I can hear the sound of Frosties hitting my bowl. Just random. I am... It's a reference to a Michael Loire live stream where he complained about fucking Frosty's theme song. I think I reference like Michael Loire videos a lot, just because I listen to them so often. Because yeah, this is like weird, maybe, but yeah, I have a playlist of like Michael Loire bad creepypasta videos, and that's like been my go-to thing to like fall asleep to for like 8 years. Which is now quite weird because some of those videos get pretty fucking loud, but I don't know. My brain hears the British people read the creepypastas and is like, alright, sleep time. Yeah, it's funny because I have a private playlist of that, and YouTube added this feature a while ago to where it'll tell you the number of views a playlist has. And I looked at that playlist and saw the number, and it's a really fucking big number. Why is there not a confirmation system so you can't just accidentally send your weapons to the fucking convoy when you don't mean to? But yeah, when you take into the fact that, like, I'm pretty sure I put it on, like, when I use it to go to sleep, I put it, like, the 4th or 5th playlit video from the top, so it, like, autoplay a couple videos, so each of those videos would be, like, 1 view every time I use it to go to sleep, and that's my go-to thing to fall asleep for, like, 7 or 8 years. So yeah, it looks like a ridiculously big number, but it makes sense. There's a couple other things I fall asleep to. But yeah, something about creepypasta readings. They just get you. Yeah, I did that thing where I sang an Undertale Yellow Man on the Internet song for intro the other day. The funny thing about that is that man on the internet also has a series where he reads bad creepypastas. I've also used a couple of those to fall asleep to recently, because I didn't find out about that until like a couple months ago. I don't know, I make fun of creepypastas sometimes because, you know, most of them are really bad. But they're like a comforting kind of bad, you know? It's like, man, I was 11 once, and I thought Bloody-Eyed Mario was scary. Watching. Why can you attack me? You jackass! My men were unable to finish the job, were they? It falls on me to show you my own special brand of power. Alright, how am I killing you today, buddy? Let's save so I don't accidentally get someone killed on the boss. Yeah, it's already 1:15. 2 episodes of Fire Emblem. It's taken me 2 fucking hours. Alright, throw some lightning at this guy. You missed! Oh, that does no damage. What do you mean that does no damage? Excuse me? You gonna run that by me again? What is your fucking res stat? 8. What? Excuse me? Where's this jackass's 13 defense coming from? Fucking what? Huh? Probably the throne room. I guess the throne he's sitting on just gives him a massive amount of defense for no reason. Erica! Alright, this might be able to do something. Not if you miss a 70 fucking 3. Alright, so if I can manipulate RNG, let's do that, because that was complete and utter bullshit. Miss a 70 and get hit by a 30. Yep. Sure, game. Fucking sure. There you go. Alright. Ephraim. Only does 3 damage. How about you use this thing? Yeah, that looks like it'll kill you. I don't know why this guy is so ridiculously strong, but I used one use out of my breakable legendary weapon to deal with him. Very impressive. However, I expect you'd wish you'd died here at my steel. Lord Maltar is not nearly as merciful as I am. Do-do-do-do. Skill and res. Whoop-de-doo. Right. Right. Why can Ephraim not seize the throne? He's the Lord! One of them!
Brother!
I worried you didn't eye Erica. And you as well, General. Not at all, we're happy you're safe. But tell me, Prince, do you know of Orson's treachery against you and Oliver Ney? Yes, though I learned of it all too late, after we'd been trapped at Renval. I still find it difficult to believe that after all his years of service to Renee, I am morally responsible for his plight.
Ephraim.
Hello, purple-haired girl.
Ephraim.
What is it? Mir.
Something's coming. It's drawing near. Dark, big, and great in number.
I understand. It looks like we should get out of here.
Brother, this girl. Her hair is indigo. Where did...
That's a long story. For now, we must move. Is that an unnatural hair color in this world filled with characters of all different types of hair colors? For some reason, purple is the weird one. You got green hair, lady. It's not natural either. Seth's the only one in this picture with natural hair color, and purple's the one the one that's weird. Suffice to say, Emperor Vergardi has enlisted some otherworldly powers. We must warn everyone of the danger. I know that was a thing in Three Houses where the like Nabateans. I'm not even gonna bother trying to explain what that means. They all had green hair. Right, a new journey. This is where route split happens, right? What is it, Erica?
I was thinking about Leon! The last time we saw him was a year and a half ago.
You're right. It was at Grotto's Keep. Has it really only been a year and a half?
Flashback time! Over hour-long episode!
1.5 years ago.
Ephraim! Leon! Where are you two?
We're over here, Erica. You better be quick. Ephraim says he's tired of waiting.
Oh please, I'm sure you could wait a few minutes longer.
You're late. How does it take you so long to prepare such a simple trip? Rest easy, Ephraim. There's no need to be so curt with your own sister. After all, a king must learn to treat women with honor and discretion. That's what Father MacGregor says.
Thank you, Leon. You, unlike my dear brother, are a true gentleman. I was up far too late thinking about my prayer to the temple flame last night, and I'm afraid I overslept.
Your prayer? What are you babbling about? Come now, you know that flame has been burning since the time of darkness ended. You must know the story that the flame will answer the prayers of any pilgrim. Really, I didn't know that.
Oh, Ephraim, Father MacGregor is going to scold you for neglecting your studies, so...
Don't even joke about that. So tell us, what have you decided to pray for, Erica?
It's a secret.
I should have known, you're so boring. Well, how about you, Ephraim? Me? Let's see. I guess I'll pray to become a stronger fighter. That's just like you, Ephraim.
Just like you indeed, brother.
I can never tell if you're complimenting me or mocking me. Praising you, of course, right, Erica?
Hee hee, yeah, that's right.
And you, Leon, what will you pray for? What, me? I suppose all I really want is for all our people to be happy. That's very much like you.
Very much so, Leon.
Now, I'm the one who cannot tell if he's being praised or you're being praised as always, Leon.
Tell me, why the sudden decision to visit the temple? Did my brother do something again?
Now listen, you. Oh no, it's not what Ephraim's done, it's what he hasn't done. He's learned nothing at all about the sacred stones and the temple flames, so Father MacGregor became angry. He said, one destined to become king and rule over a nation must know the history of his kingdom and must respect the sacred stones. Ever since I came to Grotto, my life has been chastisement and castigation. Father MacGregor does not think me to be altogether too kingly. And yet General Dussel has nothing but praise for you, Ephraim. He says you're brave and true, that you're the makings of a great king. A great king? I honestly have no idea what that means. Erica should succeed the throne. I'll be happily simply taking my lance and traveling the land as a mercenary. I mean, which one of you is older? Or is this a kingdom where only males inherit the throne, or is it just whoever the oldest one is? I don't know.
Ephraim, this is nothing but foolish, irresponsible romanticism.
But you're twins, aren't you? So I guess it could just be whoever wanted it to.
Do you realize how much your words would fill Father's heart with grief?
Are we speaking of the same man, or Father will likely outlive us all? For now, I'm content just learning the lance from General Dussel. What you, Leon, is there anything you want to do? Me? Well, I suppose I want to become like my father.
You were born to be the Emperor of Grotto, Leon. It suits you.
No, I don't think so. I'm not. One thing I do know from watching my father is that being Emperor is hard. Every day he answers the complaints of the people and he almost never sleeps. My father is always so very tired. I hope one day that I can help him.
Leon, you are so honorable. You should learn from him, brother.
Again with your criticism. Tell me, Erica, what say you to dressing like me and becoming king in my stead? You're so skinny, I doubt anyone would notice you're not really a man. So it is only male heirs in this kingdom? Ha ha ha.
Ephraim. What do you suppose Leon is doing now? When Emperor Vagarde ordered the invasion, how do you think Leon felt?
He's always been so gentle, but he worships his father. He'd never question him. But the Emperor, he's clearly not behaving rationally. I just hope he's not so far gone that he's hurt his own flesh and blood.
I just pray for the day when the three of us can be together once again.
It'll come, I've no doubt. We're still doing cutscenes, and it's been an hour.
Erica, Ephraim, welcome! The two of you returned together, like a dream come true! You must know I prayed every day for your safe return. I'm so happy to see you, Tana.
Sorry, Tana, I didn't want for you to worry.
Oh, it doesn't matter now. All that really matters is that you've been brought together again. My own brother will soon return from the field. It will be nice to sit down and discuss things again.
Princess Tana, Prince Ennis has returned from the front.
Welcome home, dear brother. I'm so happy to see you return safe and sound.
You didn't expect less, did you? Do you think Grotto's slugs could touch me? My bow? You're an archer. I'll take down every Grotto soldier from here to the Emperor's palace. God, how embarrassing of a kingdom to have your ruler. Well, I guess he's not ruler, he's a prince right now. Use a fucking bow. Well met, Ennis. Ephraim.
It's good to see you, Prince Ennis.
I mean, I know that's the norm in, like, Elven kingdoms, but I'm sure in Elven kingdoms, they can, like, attack back when they're attacked at one range. They say Renee has fallen. I believe I warned you before. This happened because you provided Grotto the opportunity to strike.
Brother, mind your tongue. This is no occasion for such harsh words. Ephraim and Erica have lost their father to this terrible war.
Sorry to hear of your father's death. Hear me, Ephraim. Our most important task is to defeat Grotto and end this war.
Oh, Ennis. I'm sorry, Erica, Ephraim.
It's alright, it's comforting to see that in all of this, at least he hasn't changed. Ennis has hated me for as long as I can remember.
My brother looks upon you as a rival, Ephraim. And as you know, he wants to be the best at everything. Why he decided to be an archer? God, I don't know why. The best king, the best general, the best fighter, the best man. He won't allow himself to be beaten at anything.
That's one thing I find funny about Fire Emblem Fates. How Takumi, who's the character who has like a massive, like, what's the word? He looks down on himself and compares himself to his brother all the time. His brother's like, you know, a sword master and the best unit in the game, and Takumi is an archer. But he's also the best archer in the entire series, despite that game, despite archers not being able to attack at one range in that game, simply because the Fusion Yumi is a ridiculous weapon. So he, even though he's an archer, he's really good. But he's still not as good as his brother. He's the best unit in the game. Donna, you talk too much. You know who else is talking too much? Me. It's over an hour in here. I should be reading these cutscenes as quickly as possible, and I'm just not. My father would like both of you to sit with him in a war council. Will you come with me to take part in your official audience? Yes, of course. There's much that I have to tell him.
It will be our honor to attend.
This way. Does my heart good to see you all here safely within our castle walls? Would that we had more time for pleasantries, but let us hear your news. Right, it's almost 1:30. I'd planned on also at least recording one jam game today. It's not happening at this rate. It's just not. Whatever. Even though I only got 2 recordings done today, I've had enough time to record this week to where it's fine. Very well, I will begin. I've directed the body of Frelia's army south to engage Grotto directly. Our troops are proving themselves superior, and the battle progresses favorably. But the riddle still needs answering. Why did Grotto begin this war in the first place?
Your Majesty, we may well have found something relating to that. We learned something on our travels, news that weighs heavily upon us.
Ah yes, our messengers delivered your report to us a few days ago. Grotto is trying to destroy the sacred stones, is that it? The sacred stone, Luigi's.
Yes.
We strengthen the tower's defenses, Frelia's stones is safe for the time being. But we remain confused in this. What does Grotto hope to gain by destroying the sacred stones?
We don't know. The legends say that the stones protect us all from the power of darkness.
He's probably working for the powers of darkness. I can't say if it relates, but I have a story about Grotto. It's been troubling for me, and I would like to share it with you all. Mir, come here, please.
Yes?
Who's this girl?
On her back. Wings?
How... Was she hiding them the whole time? Until now? That must be the only explanation, because Erica, you've been she's been here since, like, you traveled here. How are you just now noticing? What?
Ephraim, who is she?
This is Mir. I met her while fighting in Grotto territory. Mir, would you please tell everyone here the story you told me?
Please, Ephraim, you tell them.
She's a bit shy. Very well, Mir tells me that she belongs to an ancient race of dragon folk. They're mentioned in a few legends. They're called the tribe of Manakete. Manakete? Never known how to pronounce this. I think it's Manakete.
Manakete?
Yes, their name appears several times in the Tale of the Sacred Stones. It says they were neither human nor demon, but a separate, aloof race. Please, Mir.
We live in the east, in Darkling Woods. One day. Yes? We felt something. An ominous energy to the south.
From the direction of Grotto. They felt a force flowing out of the Grotto Empire.
Sally and I, we went to investigate this energy. But on our way, we came across a battle and were drawn into conflict.
Mir got lost and was wandering aimlessly in an isolated region near Grotto's border.
I met some wicked folk there. They deceived me and enchained me. They stole my dragonstone. They were preparing me for transport. It was in that moment when Ephraim appeared and rescued me.
Such a weird thing about Manaketes. They're a race of dragon people who evolved to only be able to turn into the dragon form using a stone? So I guess they evolved alongside the stones, being next to them at all times? It's very weird. It's like, this is how, like... Actually, I don't know how the animal hybrids in Ike's game works, but there's, like, from what I can tell, most of the animal hybrids in this universe, they have to change using a stone, and something that's not really made much sense. It's just a universal rule of most of the series. I stumbled across Mir by chance when Grotto's men had ambushed us. Everything she told me seemed beyond belief, and yet when I saw her wings, what could I do but believe?
This dark wave of energy still flows from the Southlands. Its current is strong and runs deep. It has awakened the evil ones. I want to stop it.
Your Majesty, I bring word. What is so urgent you would interrupt a private council? The tower holding the sacred stones of Frelia. It's been destroyed by the Grotto army. What? That's impossible. What of the soldiers on watch? They were supposed to be so many. The enemy forces. They were led by Kalik, the Tiger Eye, and Selena. Florspar. Our soldiers fell before even half a day had passed. Selena Florspar. Only General Dussel is higher in Emperor's regards esteem. She's the one. She came personally. So they really do wish to see the Sacred Stones destroyed. Blast. They are really killing these guys, aren't they? Man, green units sure are useful in Fire Emblem. So that hunk of a rock is a sacred stone, huh? So much fuss over something as fragile as this. Watch, it crumbles so easily. Do we gain anything by this? Not that I care, but... Black-hearted fool, what have you done? Without the stone's protection, the horrors will spread. Huh, what's this? Still breathing, are we? Come, if you have any last words, I'll hear them, full of Frelia. You monster! You waste your last words on insults and feeble ones at that. Hardly the right note to enter the Eternal on, when you say, well then, die. Hold. What are you doing, Kalik? Our job was to destroy the Sacred Stone. I know that, and I crushed it, did I not? But if we don't clean up these Freilian curs, they might... You do not raise your blade to anyone who is powerless to resist you. The Emperor does not desire us to kill without cause, that would be murder. Right, the Emperor. Your name's Selena, ain't it? Tell me, Selena, what makes that pasty-faced old fool's word so important? Wretch, do you dare insult his Imperial Majesty? Hey, I'm joking, don't get so worked up. I get it now, you're a true and loyal soldier. I'm leaving before Frelia sends reinforcements. Coming? Reinforcements. Whatever the word I just said was not reinforcements. How could this happen? How could I have allowed our sacred stone to be destroyed? Dark energies from the Empire's capital, even monstrosities roaming our land. Vigarde's mad invasion, now this, the destruction of our sacred talisman. And we have no idea of Grotto's goals. We are in the dark times once again. But even so, we cannot sit here wringing our hands. First, we must warn the nations that house the remaining sacred stones. If Vigarde seeks to destroy the stones, they are all in grave danger. Udrihana and Rostin must be warned. The nations must join together to fight our common foe.
Do you think they will believe us?
It is a difficult tale to believe, I must agree. I'll go, Father. Innes, a direct visit from the Prince of Frelia is not something they can ignore. I will travel to Johanna, where I will forge an alliance with her queen. If our sacred stones have been destroyed, then Frelia will be in greater danger. Father, I cannot let you leave the nation in such a time of crisis. It is imperative that I be the one to go.
And I will head for Roston.
Erica, you know I can't let you put yourself in such danger.
Rest easy, dear brother. I will journey to Roston by ship across the North Sea. There will be no danger.
Oh, that's probably why I saved on... Actually, never mind. I was about to say I probably saved on Chapter 7 so I'd have a save right before the route split, but no, I just did Chapter 8. So I still have no reason why I last saved on Chapter 7.
I will journey to Roston by ship across the North Sea. There will be no danger. And I have made a vow. I will fight as you have until the day Renee is liberated.
I understand. King Hayden, I will take troops and march on the Imperial capital from the west. The west, are you saying you will begin an assault on Grotto from here? If we can take Grotto Keep, the war will be over. The Sacred Stones will be safe. If we start here and press forward with all of our might. And once you reach the capital, Bagaudi's generals will be there waiting for you. If they oppose us, we will fight. You've got your father's foolhardy courage, don't you? Very well, I entrust all of our hope to you three. Innes, you will go to Johanna, Erica to Roston, and from the Imperial capital. Funding you will have, but of soldiers we have few to spare. For each of you a difficult road awaits. If any of us meets with defeat, the battle will return to Grotto's favor. There must be no errors. We will not fall. Where it commands, there are no mistakes.
I have no doubts. I'll succeed. I swear it. Come, it's time to go.
10,000 gold's pretty good.
Farewell, brother. I will return.
To be honest, I still do not want you to go. I would rather you wait here for my return.
Please, Ephraim. I will be fine. There's no need for you to worry. Mine is the easiest task, and I'll be in no danger. I'm far more worried about your mission. Challenging the might of an empire with a handful of men.
What's this now? Have you lost your faith in me?
No, of course not. I know your true strength, Ephraim. No one can defeat you.
Haha, hearing you say that fills me with confidence. I think I know my own limitations. I won't overextend my reach. I can't die and leave you on your own, can I?
Ephraim.
That is supposed to survive, to be reunited. Give me your word, Erica.
You have it, brother.
Ephraim and Erica will now part ways. Which of them will you accompany? I could go on a diplomatic mission across a boat ride with Erica, or I could go charge the fucking capital with Ephraim. This is a very, very hard decision. Prince Ephraim, that you Seth are most ready to depart. I'm leaving Erica in your care. Actually, my lord, we have the honor of riding with you. What? About Erica? The princess informs me that she will be accompanied by a Frelian escort. She tells me she does not need a large retinue of such a small ship. I understand, but we must be prepared for anything. I will be fine, Seth. Please go and attend Erica. Lord Ephraim, this is Lady Erica's wish. She implores us to lend our blades to you on the front lines. She spoke to each of us individually. She knelt before us and beseeched us to go. Her sincerity, her concern, we could not help but be moved by her plea. Oh, Erica. Very well. You will all come with me. But steel yourselves, this will not be an easy journey. I want only volunteers who are unafraid of meeting death. I'll let the others know. I must tell you, my lord, they are already preparing to depart. They know the risk they are taking, and not a one will be deterred. Chapter 9, Fort Wigwold! I am pretty sure this is the last chapter I did. Not 100% sure, though. I'm not going to find out until later. Right, I remember this. That's like... There's like some form of grinding you can do in this game. The Tower of Vivalni has appeared to the right of Frelia Castle. Once held by Grotto's troops, now home to a host of dark creatures. Battling these monstrosities is a good way for you to gain strength. Try using the tower as a training area to gain extra experience. Take note, battle preparations for tower skirmishes cannot be saved. Once you clear a chapter, you'll have access to the next floor. Each floor is more difficult than the last, so come prepared. So it's like dungeons, where you can gain XP or something. Additionally, creatures may appear on other bases on the map. To engage these horrors in combat, simply place the cursor on the area and press the A button. Oh, so it's like Awakening. If battle goes poorly and you're in danger of losing units, use the retreat command. On these map menu to withdraw your troops to safety. I guess that's one reason why this game is considered easier among the normal games. It actually has some methods to level up, grind. I was gonna check if I had supports, but I think you can only do that in the battle prep menu. Alright, for an hour and 15 minutes, the longest episode of the series by far, but the game kept throwing cutscenes at me like the Return of the King. So, next time I don't know what I do. I mean, I'd like to just check the next chapter, but I might, like, see what this is about, or I might just do this off-screen, because it's not plot relevant. I don't know. Probably also need to buy some items. Yep, that was that really long episode, so long that I now basically have no time to record anything else today. That's great. But, see you in the next part. Bye.